Hey, welcome to Full 42. What? What was the spit take? What are you doing there? Uh, different intro, slightly different. Is that where you're laughing? You see something in the intro? Did I mess something up?
I almost
Okay.
Sour Patch Kids. I almost spit them out.
What was that?
I was looking really hard for what you did that was different, and then I noticed the speech bubble was changing, and I said, "Oh, that's cool." And then the raptor came up.
Oh, right. I thought you'd like that. Yeah.
Oh,
The
I
last speech bubble that you have on the intro.
that
Yeah.
was
I
hysterical.
thought
Oh
you'd
my
like that
god.
one.
Oh god.
Well, there's also I've got the little banner things coming into the side, and that matches like our thumbnails. Now I'm trying to make it look a little, we got a new outro video when we say goodbye. They'll have a little thing, to look at.
Oh god, that hurt. Wow.
I'm
I
not
did not
catching.
expect the raptor to make an appearance. That was good.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, howdy. Hey, Bailey.
Yeah, I ran a little bit late. Is my fault that we're a couple minutes late. I had to go get some tea. I have a little bit of a head cold. Thought the tea would help me out.
Tea will help. Diana, yes, I've slept. I didn't sleep much on Sunday. The kids were definitely all over when I got home, but I did get caught up on some sleep last night into today. Not much, but I got some. Hey, howdy. Hey, Sam.
Well, yeah, hello to everybody here. We are talking about 2013 board games from 2013. I didn't ask you. I assume you did your list.
You said movies, right?
No, it's board games. that's I do a board game, you do a movie. We'll just go back and forth.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, we're not to 2013 for movies yet. So,
nope, I am.
But we've got a little ways for that. But this time we're doing board games. I did note that 2013 Argo won Best Picture, Thrift Shop was the number one song, and GTA 5 came out that year.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, interesting year. Yeah, so we're going to talk about board games for stuff. I understand you have some kind of torture to put me through.
Maybe just a little
bit of torture for me, a little quiz or something that we'll do after the list.
Yeah, we should do it after the list.
Yeah, there was a time change, I think last week, right?
What do you mean?
Hey, Kabuki. The time, it was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe? It was 2 weeks ago, the time change.
Oh, yeah.
Changing
It was 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. So now we're in weird turns nighttime at 5:00. Ugh.
Yeah, it's awful.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Right. We're not saving daylight. We're losing daylight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty awful. And it's weird too because daytime it's all the holidays, so you need more daytime to go shopping and go do things, take care of stuff.
Mm-hmm. But it was originally there's more daylight in the morning so it's not dark when most people get up to farm and stuff.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I get up and farm and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Agricola is pretty much as close as I'm going to get to that.
Yeah, that's about it for me too.
I mean,
you don't like to feed your
very workers. Happy there are people that do it, obviously, because I like food and shit. But
you would be a very bad farm owner because you don't like to feed your workers.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do not like feeding workers. Speaking of, oh no, that's not this year.
No. Nope.
This was yeah, it was a pretty good year. It's not as good for 2012 for me, but I think it's like the year of expansions, 2013. Oh my God. Like not only did good expansions come out, but it seemed like every game that we've talked about for the last couple of years going on these lists, all their expansions have come out.
Yeah.
In fact, some of them came out the same year as the game.
Oh, like beginning of the year, end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good one, I think. Oh, it's coming.
What's coming?
There's a question.
Why are we on the wrong time?
When we change our clocks, we're off. Like right now, we're with Arizona and
where's Critter Kitchen? I am not the helpline for Cardboard Alchemy. I don't remember what the last update said, so it's coming. It's working on it. It's being made, and I think we shared pictures and stuff of it, being put in factories and stuff like that. So, it's coming. I know some people played it at BGG Con this weekend. They just had BGG Con. I missed it, but Peter ran up there and they played my new game that's being worked on there, which is cool. Ooh. Got to see people playing Whisperwood, which is my newest game that'll come out in like a year or so because board games.
How was the feedback on it? Good?
Oh, really good.
Good.
It's like there were only 2 games. One of them, like some of the feedback was like, there's a lot of stuff going on, but then I want to play again, because it's a big game. It is. So
good. That's good.
Yeah. That's the kind of feedback you want to hear.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. People want to play it again.
Yeah. And that's before Peter gets into it and does all his awesome development stuff. So can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So before we get to that whole list and stuff, and before we get to my torturous revenge quiz, that's after that. Yeah. Last episode, you said you would have your revenge. So I'm assuming this is the revenge.
Don't assume.
All right. We'll see. So before we get to all this and stuff, we got announcements to do. We got a Luca painting, right?
Yep.
Awesome. I know, and like to hear your report about how the whole thing went this weekend.
It went very well. Let me do that now.
Yeah, I'd probably say what the thing is.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought you were just doing like a timeline of what we were going to do over the next 40 minutes before we get into our list.
Right.
Yeah, Saturday was the inaugural 24-hour event that QSCon ran with funds going to Extra Life to start. And while Bailey's here, Permafrost in the chat. I couldn't have done it without her. She was tremendous help in setting things up and getting baskets ready and helping run the event on Saturday. So I appreciate your help most of all. But it went very well. We had 60 people throughout the 24 hours. And it raised $3,200.
Wow. Nice.
Yep. It was a little bit shy of 3,200. And then someone who I won't mention doesn't like odd numbers, wanted it to be even, so donated a little bit more to get it to an even 3,200. So
that's whenever you should put $1 in.
Right when you did $1. Yeah. No, it was great. We had 25 different baskets. One of them was the Andromeda's Edge that Peter sent up, the all-in Andromeda's Edge. So that was part of the raffle. He had sent it for QSCon. I did not feel right making it a play to win, and I wasn't gonna. It needed a spot, and this was the spot. So between that and some local breweries and some craft shops and a bunch of different publishers sending games for support like R&R and Kids Table and Helena. 25 baskets, different baskets. The Queen and Rook down in Philly sent $100. There was a local tattoo shop. So it wasn't all board games. It was a mix of someone made like cross stitch plushies, cross stitch knitting. I don't know what it is. Like, squishy.
Where you can see the pattern of the yarn or something. Yeah.
Very soft yarn. So there was a mix of stuff from board games, crochet, sure. So yeah, it was phenomenal. People were having a good time, and I have a picture. I'm not gonna bore you with a bunch of pictures, but I do have a couple. I had a bouncer.
think I could get past that bouncer.
No, man, he was
No?
checking tickets at the door. He wasn't letting anyone through.
That's funny.
Yeah, he was great.
It's still weird seeing kids in hallways. That Shining goes right to my brain.
Immediately. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the kids were there. It was great. They had a great time. They were running around causing chaos and doing all the things that young kids do. But for the most part, they were super chill. They had a good time. They hung out with grandma. Grandma came and hung out for a little while. So they sat at the table and did their puzzles and played their Haba game and had a little bit of fun. And then they went running around for a while. So they were there from the beginning until we left about, I want to say 2:00, maybe 1:30. And then brought them home, got lunch, got them all set up for the night. And then grandma watched them the rest of the night. And I stayed at the event. But
I like that puzzle. I kind of want to play the puzzle.
Dinosaur puzzle? Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
He loves it. He loves doing that thing. He knows, he can actually tell you all the dinosaurs too.
Nice.
But one of the other highlights, and I think you remember me showing this off at QsCon because it's just phenomenal. In the past 2 years, Di Rossi, who's in the chat, baked that cake, right? And the cake had all those pieces from games. And one of the things this year was the 42 logo and the Board Game Rundown logo.
Yep.
So Di generously did this little bake sale.
Oh, wow. Did she make all that?
Yep, every one of them.
Wow. Ooh, is that like honeycomb waffle or something?
Yep. Yeah, it's all edible, chocolate fondant, whatever.
That looks good.
The meeples on there, all of that, all those cupcakes. There were meeple cookies. It was ridiculous. They were phenomenal as expected. And there were not that many left at the end.
If I'd been there, there wouldn't be any.
Yeah, there was. It was a great event. It was busy for the most part throughout. There were a lot of people that stayed. It wasn't like a couple hours and then people left and new people came in. There were people that stayed for quite a while. And when I left, it was about 8:45, and there had not been there had not been anybody there for about an hour and a half. So I called it. Rather than sitting there by myself and falling asleep and having people take pictures of me. But when I left, there were not many cupcakes left at all. I'm focused on this one because of the bee. Yeah, I figured Eric would like that.
Wow, 20 hours.
Yeah. We had a special prize. It was a mystery prize that we gave out to people that stayed 20 or more hours, and that 20-hour mark was 6 a.m. So when we gave those out, there were that many people still there at 6 a.m.
Was it a pillow?
It was not a pillow. So yeah, it was phenomenal. $3,200 going to the local children's hospital. I couldn't be prouder and happier of the community. It was great to see familiar faces. There were some people that saw it on Facebook and decided to show up that was their first event. And then I believe there was someone that was just in the hotel that stopped by. And Bailey, you can tell me, I don't remember who. I think it was Jordan and Terry. But they found out about it, and then they sent a message, and 3 more of their friends stopped by. So it wasn't all community people that just came from, the QsCon Tuesday or the QsCon events. Right. There were people that just from the community were supporting the place. It was fantastic to see, and super, super proud of the whole event. So it was a great time.
Nice. Very nice. Is it the Children's Hospital that has the red line logos? You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
There's probably several of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I did some work for them once, and they were good people to work with.
Yeah, our local children's hospital. It's right down the street actually from the hotel where QsCon is now. So, and then I know there are a ton of places that look for donations and can use the help, but a little bit more of a focus when you have 2 young kids and you never know what's going to happen in the future. So, It makes sense. But it was great. It was a great turnout. It was great feedback. I think I'm looking forward to doing it again.
That's great. You're going to do it again next year,
Yeah.
or like this time next year, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should talk about that more and let people know about it more even beforehand. That's good.
Yeah, it was good. There were, I didn't advertise it too much. I didn't, market it or send out ads. I just kept posting on Facebook. But I wanted to see what the event would do. Right? I didn't want to get a whole bunch of people hyped for it, and then it was just absolute trash, which I didn't think it would be anyway. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we got it. It doesn't end. There's always something going on around here, right? Like I already have to start planning for the Christmas event in a couple weeks, and then the New Year's event in a couple weeks, and a lot of stuff.
Busy man.
Never stops. But it's fun,
Nice.
right? Like something like, and I talked about this with QCon, the first QCon, like putting something together and then being there and watching people connect and have fun and do those moments or those fun moments, like it really means a lot to me. So to see it happen, and then on top of that, be able to donate or raise money for a foundation, that's pretty cool.
That was really cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Settle down.
I am a little sick, but not too bad. So announcements. I don't know if talk about the Christmas thing you got behind you, I guess, for your announcement.
Yeah, for those that are semi-local or local, December 3rd at Bullfinch. It's a Tuesday, so it's our normal Tuesday. But we'll have an ugly sweater contest and a couple door prizes and stuff like that. There's a Secret Santa happening. It closed this weekend, but I'm sure if you reached out and said, hey, I want to participate, we can get you in. But yeah, that's coming up. And then New Year's, there's a New Year's event happening December 31st, if you didn't know that was New Year's Eve. Also at the hotel that QSCon's at. But we can talk about that when we get closer.
Nice. And we are going to be, that's this Friday, right? 22nd. Yeah. We are going to be invading Cardboard Alchemy on Friday, taking over their channel. And I have some ideas of things we could talk about and stuff. Of course, it will be all Cardboard Alchemy stuff, but if you're a fan of both or a fan of one, pick one, show up and stuff. I put the link for that one if you want to go there and do the little bell, be reminded. I think it's, what time did I say? 1 p.m. Central, I think, on Friday.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
So, yep. You and I will go in there and besmirch the good name of Cardboard Alchemy, but not too much since I work for him.
I'm good with that. Yeah, and then after that, I head up to Canada to work on a game with that we signed from Mr. Andrews, co-designed by Daryl and Sylvan. I'm looking forward to that too.
Normal people. Central, right in the middle, the compromise time.
No, fake time. Fake time. It's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real.
All of our clocks got changed a few weeks ago. None of it's real. Time is an illusion.
Fair. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, see, there you go. 9-8 Central. All right. So any other announcements you have for us?
No, not yet.
So we can get to the fun part, the Luca painting.
Yeah, this is the highlight.
better than Canada time. Doug Henning impression. Who's Doug Henning? That sounds familiar.
It is.
Did you pause?
It is a few. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, no. My trip. What? I don't think so.
Your camera.
My internet sucks. I believe it. I don't have time, Eric. I'm up Friday, down Sunday, so too quick.
Illusion? What's wrong with illusion?
The way you said it.
Oh, like illusion. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's funnier when you explain it all. Yeah.
It's much funnier when you have to explain it. So Luca turned 3. He's the watercolor painter in the group. And every Monday I show a painting of his.
And the bouncer.
To go, the bouncer that you saw before. that to show how crazy some people are.
I'm not crazy. You call it crazy.
Mm-hmm. So here's this week's. You ready?
Yes. Tell us what you see
You
in the comments, live or not.
So this was beginning of last month.
Ooh, I like the colors. You know, I'm a fan of orange. All right. I already know exactly what I see, and no one else is going to see this, but so I'm going to hold off and I'm going to see what people say in comments.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't make me unsee it. I see it. Although, you know, what's interesting is I think I know what he was looking at when he did it, but it's not what I see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
A phoenix on a spoon. You're not far from what I was thinking, actually. But let's see. What is a Pepsi? I don't know that one.
Back-to-back orange Godzillas. Look at that.
Orange Godzilla coming up Fiery Ocean. Orange Godzilla on a magic carpet. Very, very close to a lot of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, it's a giant chicken. Thank you. Only I see it on a stingray, but yeah, it's a chicken. It's a big orange chicken waving his feathery hands as he's kind of surfing. That's scary if you're thinking like me, Di. Pokemon. Oh, Moltres. Killing West. Because it's a pink flamingo. That's funny. Godzilla crushing a pink monster. Yes. Wow. That's scary. Scary for you. Don't get in his head.
No, you don't want that.
Now, the thing I think he might have been looking at, or at least it looks a lot like it, is that his own Fox character. Because you could kind of see the head, right? The fox head.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Could also be an orange bug. So oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
Let's go on.
Nope. All right. So, did you get a chance to look at it before he told you what it was, or
he actually didn't name this one?
So, what do you see?
He wasn't looking at anything.
Oh, well.
Yep. But I did not see the stingray. Now I see the stingray.
Yep.
But I did also see a giant chicken.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You saw a giant chicken?
Yeah, look at it.
I thought I'd be the only one in that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken on a stingray. Should ask. No rotation.
Mm-mm. Nice.
Reminds me of the trouble. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like it.
I thought it was pretty neat. It's got, I mean, he's not doing it on purpose because he's free, but it's got like depth to it too, right? Like, It looks like it's being taken from the ground up.
You need a better camera.
You need a better camera.
I got a great camera. I get too good of a camera. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, my camera sucks. My internet sucks. My camera sucks. I don't even know why I do this.
Man, that went down fast. Camera sucks. Life sucks. Why am I here?
Your brain sucks.
All right. So
one. I do. I see with the other. I see Godzilla now that somebody said Godzilla, but
yeah, I could see the big monster thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we jump into the list? Why are you holding a tray?
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Luca Fox.
Yeah, let's get into the list. Let's do it.
Cool. All right. So I didn't put any expansions on my list. I don't know if you did or not. We
No.
don't have any rules, so you could have, especially this year. You could have, right?
Yeah, this year had a lot of them, but no,
Yeah.
they're all straight.
I do have two of them that I'd like to mention, just because. In fact, one of them is the best expansion ever. I saw someone ask in Facebook, I think, that said, "What is the best expansion for any board game ever?" And it's the one that popped in my head. So, we'll see.
Okay.
But I'll talk about that later. So anything else that you did? Like, I'm not going to put that on my list, or did you sort your list in any way possible?
No.
Okay. Mine sorted from my number 5 favorite to my number 1 favorite. Yours is sorted to whatever you feel like at the time.
I have, as I do all the time, I have 4 that I will talk about unless you take them, and then I'll figure out the other one based on what you say, because these are all good. Like I have my favorites, but they're not in any order.
The last year, 2012, when we covered that, I had 10 of them that I could have talked about. Mm-hmm. This one, I have 5 that I'm really happy are on my list. And then the next 5, I'm like, yeah, they're good. They're all right. And sometimes I'll play them. Like sometimes I'm in the mood to play them. So it's like, it's not quite as good as 2012. Like I said, I think most of the publishers spent half the year working on expansions, apparently.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So you want to start or me?
I think I started last week.
Sounds like I'm starting this week then. All right. So number 5. My number 5. What was that?
Brett.
All right. Just got in. We're about to start the list. So my number 5 for 2013 is Concept. I still play this game constantly. Oh, I should pull it up, right?
I mean, you can.
Do the thing. Yeah.
You don't have to.
I don't have to, but why not? Show off the game whenever we talk about things. But it's Concept. We still play all the time. I think we just talked about this in another regard.
Yeah.
Some other thing. Mm-hmm. But yes, Concept. It's basically what do you call it? Not plagiarism. The thing where you act out something.
What? Charades?
Sure. It's like charades, but instead of acting it out, you use icons, right?
Yeah.
Or better yet, the one that you write, the draw. What's the one that you draw?
Yep.
My brain's not working today.
Yeah, you're all over the place right now.
You know the game where you get a word and you draw it?
Yeah, like Pictionary?
Pictionary, that's it. Thank you. I'm glad my list is written down. I can't think today. Yes, thank you.
What's in that tea? It better be something good.
The tea's supposed to fix it. Yeah. So this you don't have to draw them. You get your different icons and stuff. So okay. But the way we play it is we get 2 cards and they have that whole list of stuff, and you can pick which one you're going to do there. I'm a little sick in the head, so that's not how you say that. Head cold?
No, sick in the head's perfect. Yeah.
One doesn't necessarily exclude the other. But yeah, you mark down the concept. So if I'm going to say, if I want you to guess Die Hard, right? So the first thing I do is I put down that little question mark at a movie, which would be right here, right? And that icon, the movie icon. And then I'd start putting, here's a new concept. I'd put an exclamation point on the one for man, and I try to get you to guess Bruce Willis, or I might tell you there's a building, and maybe there's a man that falls from a building. I'm trying to get you to, but I can't say anything except for yes. Can't even say no. So we play it all the time. It's just a really nice icebreaker. So I wish they would make more decks for it. I don't know why they don't. I know they made a kids one, but
mm-hmm. Do you have the play mat?
No, just a normal board.
They have a gigantic neoprene mat for this.
Really?
Yeah,
Fun.
it's huge.
I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, yeah, Concept's my number 5. And that's the only like non 2-hour plus game I have on my list.
Jesus.
Probably not.
You could do this remotely if that was the concept, and you could reveal it as you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could just see all of it won't get any bigger. Yeah, like I don't know what they're trying to say right here. It's a real person. That's what that icon is.
Right. If you did it like you know your little game that you play, the lightning round where you reveal as you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can have everything blocked off underneath that first question mark and then reveal. All right, and then another concept, put the thing out, another concept, put the thing out, and then you can have panels set up and we can actually play this.
I mean, part of it is about communicating with the group, right? Because I've seen people they'll just go, okay, I know what to do, and they put it all out there at once, and then everybody's like, I don't know what this is. But the good thing to do is like put out just a little bit of concept. Okay, good, you know it's a movie. Next, now think about the man. As like you have to guide people. That'd be hard to do with like a lightning tree thing because I don't know if you will get where you're supposed to be.
No, I mean, use this setup the way they have it here, but whatever you do, click and reveal, use that in this format. Right? So like everything would be there. You set up the panels, leave the exclamation points orange, like solid colored, and then reveal the question mark, reveal the things, let us talk about it, and then reveal the next thing, reveal the things, let us talk about it. You just click and reveal whatever you do in Illustrator or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't keep score. We actually do the more activity, actually. We don't keep score, and we're just doing it as a cooperative activity.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I think Kabuki said it was more of an activity earlier.
Yeah, I mean, the rule book itself tells you, like, you could do this or you do whatever you want. Like, it's just like, okay. But yeah. No, it's fun. I enjoy it a lot. And I enjoy looking at how people communicate using it.
Yeah.
So you're number 5.
It's a good game. All right, I'll start with one that I'm sure you know is on my list because I talk about it constantly.
That one's my number 7.
There's no way this is your number 7.
Okay. And what is it?
I don't think you've played it. I think we talked about it. I don't think you've played it.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm thinking of something else. Go ahead.
Number 7. Yeah, it's great for the holiday season that we were just going through with Halloween. Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters.
Oh, okay. You've talked about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Ghost Fighting Trigger? Yeah.
Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters.
I like
Originally released by Mattel in German. By Brian Yu. I adore this game. It's super simple. It's basically a roll and move because you roll the die and then you move your characters around those, like that Clue kind of mansion. But when you roll your die, the 6, you're clear. You move 6 and you're fine. Every other number you roll has a ghost on it. And if you roll a ghost, you have to flip over a card. And on that card is one of those rooms. So you see right there to the right of the 5, there's a letter B, which is upside down. If you roll and a ghost comes out and you flip a card and it says B, you put a ghost in that room. If there are 3 ghosts in that room, it becomes a haunt, which is the red, which are harder to beat. And then it would cascade to if you did reveal a B again and there's a haunt there, it just cascades to the next room. If all the haunts are on the board, you lose. But if you look off to the left there in room C, right next to the ghost, there's a gem face down. There are 8 gems, and the way you should play it, I mean, you can play the family variant where they're all face up, but you have to get them out in order, and they're numbered 1 through 8, and you don't know where they are because they're face down. So you can freely move out of and into rooms with green ghosts, but a haunt, you're stuck. So if you're in a room trying to get a thing and a haunt happens, you're stuck there. You need 2 people to fight a haunt. So somebody has to come and help you. And then you roll these other dice, the battle dice, and you're trying to get red over green because you need the red to defeat the ghosts. It's got a very pandemic feel with the threat management of making sure there aren't more ghosts that can start to spread out, because if it starts to cascade, that ghost that came out in B could cascade all the way to E because there's too many haunts out. It's super fun. It's easy to play. But you have to. The other thing is you have to, when you pick up a gem, it goes in your backpack, and the minis, those little character minis, they have a hole like a slit in the backpack that you put the gem in. You can pick it up whenever you want, but if you pick it up, you can't put it down, and you can't leave the house unless it's the next one to leave the house. So you can pick up 3, but you're stuck in the house until the 1 and the 2 come out.
Right.
So it's got a little bit of strategy. It's not much. I mean, it's pretty obvious what you need to do, and the game it's not easy to win, but it is super fun.
Oh, it looks fun. I'd play that. This is the one that the ghosts look like they're glow in the dark, but they're not.
For sure.
They have glow in the dark spray paint.
I know, and I got to do it to it. I have where is it? I think it's behind the poster, but they have an expansion to it too that adds, I don't know where it goes on that board. I think it goes screen right to the board, but it adds a cellar, and there's like catacombs or a cask or something that you have to like do something with too. So it makes it even harder.
That's fun.
Yeah, super fun. They just did their 10th anniversary at Gen Con this year, and they had a new edition of it. Super fun, inexpensive, easy to teach, and great for the Halloween season.
Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. All right, so we're snaking. So you're gonna give us your number 4 now.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what you think. What's on your list? Because I don't think you played that. I know you didn't play that.
You don't know what I played?
I know you didn't play it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, we'll talk about another one. So number 4, this is right around the same ranking as Ghost Fight and Treasure Hunters. Ghost Fight and Treasure Hunters is 1139 on BGG. The next game I'm going to talk about is 1283, and it's a dice game, surprise, and it's called Blueprints.
Blueprints?
Yep. An older Z-Man game.
Oh, you brought this up on one other occasion, didn't you?
I have brought it up on occasion.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's not really a great. So there's 4 different colored dice. There's the clear, the black, the green, and the orange. And they all score different ways. The clear is just whatever pip is face up. The black is how high, the green is how many, and the orange is what it's touching or something like it's got to have no open edges or something. Those are achievements. If you ever get 5 of the same or build 5 high or get 1 of each number, you get an achievement card, but that's your blueprint. And behind the screen, you're building that blueprint, and you roll the dice, and then you're drafting dice. It's a dice drafting game, but that's the blueprint you want to make. The numbers are how high it can go. So if it's a 1, it can only be 1 up. If it's a 3, it can go 3 up. And then you're trying to put them in there to score the best based on what colors you're grabbing. So if you're grabbing a lot of clear, you want to grab high clear because you're getting the point value of the pip. So you might not want to grab a 2 pip clear because it's only worth 2 points. But if you're trying to get one of those medals or those achievements, you need 1 of each number. So you might need to grab a 2 at some point. So there's a little bit of, there's layers to this game, pun intended, of how it plays and how it scores. And it's fun. It's not hard to play. Like that person on the right there gave up. They just wanted to score their black as high as they could because they get 1, the achievement of being 5 high, and 2, the black dice score more the higher they go up. So they didn't build their building. They were going for points on that one. Yeah, this one's good.
Nice. Oh, that's fun. I'd try that.
It's a good one. Small box. Again, easy to teach. You're teaching people how the different dice score, right? The orange want to have the orange score based on how many sides another die is touching. Doesn't have to be an orange die. It can be any color. But each orange die will score based on how many of the sides are touching another die. Each black die will score based on what level it's on, etc.
Nice.
Yeah, you play 3 rounds. You're only building 3 buildings. And Whoever has the most points wins.
All right.
I love that one.
Yeah, that sounds fun. We should play it sometime. Can we? You can't play it on virtual.
No, you can't.
Well, you can stack dice in some of the virtual stuff.
Yeah, they get spongy and they start to fall though.
Well, you like if it's TTS, you can lock them in or something like that. But
true. Yeah, Blueprints it's an older one. Obviously, it came out in 13.
Fuse. I've never played Fuse. Very nice. All right, so my number 4. I said we'd step up in time. Got to be Caverna or Caverna, depending on how you want me to pronounce that. I don't care. Say it however people want to say, but I say Caverna. But yeah, this one takes a little bit, especially because I'm a little bit of time, especially because I've always blown away that it plays up to 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I've played an 8-player game, and you should not play an 8-player game.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
It's a huge game. It's worker placement. It is farming, but it's also mining, which is why it's just a little bit. It's higher for me than Agricola is, if that was the same year, which it's not. But I like this one a little bit better. Yeah, I've done it at a convention, 8 players. Yeah, it takes a while.
That doesn't sound good.
But it's got a lot of the same Agricola vibe as you can make more animals if you put 2 of them together, all that stuff. The farming vibes and stuff, but the cave part where you can build rooms in there, that's why I like it more. It's got all those different scoring abilities with the rooms and things like that. The work, that's something someone built. The worker placement part of it is someone way over there. Not you. I don't know you. All of those cards right there, but you can't see because we're in the way, are your different worker placement spots. Mm-hmm. Lots of resources and stuff. It's a really great game. It looks more complicated than it is because all you have to do is really, a lot of those worker placement spots are like, get 2 logs and a stone, and this one over here gives you 4 stone. This one over here gives you a log of stone and a wheat, and you're like, it's not a lot to learn, really, honestly. So, the only part that I always have to reread is like how many cards go out per player count and how many can go out, because you start off with a certain amount of worker placement spots and then they grow per round. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I've had some fun times trying to play it at conventions. Someone painted their cows.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's cute.
That's neat. Yeah, just give it a white stripe or something.
Why make them all the same though? I'd put little different dots on them, and
Yeah, agreed.
Still a good idea. Bats are tasty too. I wasn't paying attention to I don't know what she's saying, so we'll just leave it at that. No context. Oh God. White Stripes fan. Yeah. So yeah, Caverna. That's my number 4. And
good one.
Caverna. Then let's see. Did not really change much as far as kind of flavor. But it's Glass Road.
That makes sense.
Nice Feld. I mean Rosenberg. The other one. Yeah. So the other one. Yeah.
The other one.
This one, of course, its main feature is these 2 resource wheels. The only thing, if I have any negative about Glass Road, it's that it can be mean.
This is my number 4. I'm not going to talk about why I like it. I'm going to come out of the gate with what I don't like about it.
I'm going to come out of the gate with what I don't like, because then I'll continue to talk about what I like. But it can be a little mean, right? And you just have to go into it knowing that that can happen.
Right.
Because, I can look at what you need to play, and I can make sure that card, if I play the same card as you do, then you don't get to do it as well. and I don't get to do it as well. But maybe I only need to do it a little, the little side of it versus the bigger side of it, kind of thing. So there is that little bit of mean part. I think that's why it's probably not as well talked about today anymore. Although I think they're coming out with a new version of it in a different theme. I can't remember what that theme is. If anybody remembers what it is. Dun, dun, dun. I like looking at these out of context. I don't know why.
That's pretty funny.
Don't say resource bill.
Dave had a horrible time with Finca. On
I've never played it.
You should play Finca. Finca is great. I wouldn't recommend it at 4, just like I wouldn't recommend Red Cathedral at 4. Finca is fantastic. Dave did not. I didn't do well, but Dave did not like it at all.
The glass blowing theme, Eric, really isn't there. In a way it is like you're building buildings to facilitate a place that would make good glass, but you're not doing anything that actually makes glass. Like you're not taking actions. All you're doing is you're getting resources and stuff like that. So it depends on how deep thematically you want stuff. This stuff isn't usually that deep, but yeah, the wheel is fascinating because you have to kind of think, okay, if I take this, then everything adjusts, right? Or both wheels actually, but yeah. Is it Black Forest, the one that is that it?
They were just playing that this weekend. So.
Oh, right. This is my number 3. You never remind me to switch it to 3.
I'm not controlling it.
You could. You have the same controls.
I know. The number actually blended into the screen. I didn't really see it in the middle there. So.
Yeah, that's my number 3. Glass Road.
That's why I put it there, so we know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, they were playing Black Forest on Saturday. It looked big, but it looked good.
I saw it at my game store this weekend. I was thinking about getting it. But yeah, that's my number 3. So what's your number 3?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Good back to back there. I don't know what my number 3 is. The other 2 I'm going to keep as my other 2 to talk about. So I either go with this or this.
You could go with this or you could go with that.
Go with that, yeah, little black sheep. Nice. Let's go with Dungeon Roll.
Dungeon Roll?
Roll. ROLL.
Oh.
Yep.
That little one? Oh, I have that on my shelf.
It's great. There's 2 different versions. There's that, which was the retail, and then I think the Kickstarter had it made it look like a mimic. But you roll your dice in and going through the dungeon. You have your hero dice, which were those white ones, and you have your barbarian and your cleric and your rogue and whatever. And you are a character that has a special ability. And then you start at level 1 and you roll 1 monster die, and you have your entire hero party to defeat it. And if it comes up goblin and you have a character that can defeat a goblin, you defeat the goblin, and you've now used your character, and your hero resources are 1 less. Those are all prototypes or homemades or something. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I'm just trying to get the simple shot of the
something with the game would be.
I know. I mean, that's also prototype.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Okay, there we go. Talk about it.
Yeah, if you did the next picture, I think you actually get some dice in there.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So you have your mage and your cleric and your rogue and whatever, and your warrior, and then you have your bad dice, right? Your mimic, your treasure. On the bad dice, the monster dice, there's treasures, and then your skeletons and your blobs and whatever. And on the hero dice, there are your scrolls that let you do stuff. But any hero can use a scroll to do a thing. But yeah, you have your hero dice, and that's you're going into the dungeon. And then when you're done and you defeat, like, let's say we just rolled that skeleton, and you had whatever can defeat the skeleton. The warrior can defeat the skeleton, which you can't. The warrior defeats the goblin, but I forget what they're called. Then you remove your hero and you remove the thing, and then you decide to leave or you want to go one step further. And then you go level 2, and now you're rolling 2 dice with whatever you have left. And then you're rolling 3 dice, and you can choose to open up the treasure chest and get some more coins out of it or whatever. And if you ever get, and you're, as long as you leave, you keep your level. If you can't, you lose. And when you
push your luck kind of thing.
Yeah. And when you get to level 5, your character levels up and you get to flip your character over. Now they're stronger. And you play it until you're dead, or you can get to level 10 and beat it. Super simple, push your luck. Even the color coding in the dice, like the green beats the green, the purple can do the purple, like it all makes sense. And then they had an expansion pack, a Christmas one. It's super fun. I have a couple copies. I like it, and it's easy to play.
I played it twice, I think, but it's been a very long time. It might have been 2013, and I have it on my shelf. I totally forgot about it. Didn't even see it on my list.
There you go.
But it's good.
It's ranked 3507.
It has a little bit of, I guess, Dice Miner feel in a way. Or Dice Miner has a little bit of feel of this.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you know, the way the dice interact with each other, and then
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Nice. All right. So, what's your number 2? Since you knew what your number 1 was.
Yeah. So it just gets harder, but I'm pretty solid in these next 2. It's ranked 358, so it's pretty high up there. It's designed by a little designer named Stefan Feld, and it's called Bruges.
Oh. Bruges. I have never played this.
This is fun.
This
is a good one. It uses dice. You got your characters. You got your icons. It's got a lot of stuff that I like in games today. And this one, it just gets harder. It does, because there's some good games out there, but Bruges is really, really fun. Get to the map. It's not all card. There's a map, and there's dice that go on the map, and yep, it's upside down.
You're upside down.
No, it is upside down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's a lot going on. The set collection in it, the way the dice work, the way the pips on the dice work, the way you're building the wall around the outside and getting points for it. There's a lot of, like, it looks dated, but it's doing a lot of really cool shit that works today. And also it's one of my favorite Felds. Not but it's one of my favorites.
Very nice. Yeah, I've never played this one, but I'd like to.
It looks drab, right? The brightest stuff are the dice and the meeples, but the way everything works in this game, it's really smart. It's very clever. The way the dice interact with what you can do, like how the dice add up, and there's a lot going on in it. I haven't played it in a while, but this one's good.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I always want to play this one. I could just never get to it.
You have it?
No, I don't actually. I just mean like at conventions and stuff. I always see it on a shelf at something, and I'm like, maybe this one. But let's play in April. Let's
play in April.
Yeah, let's put it on the list.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot going on in this one. There's a lot to like in it too.
Very cool. Okay, so my number 2 is something I misspell.
Perfect.
There we go. Dystopian Futures. Oh. Dystopian Futures. Euphoria.
Yeah, I'm surprised this is number 2 on your list.
Because you expect it to be number 1?
Yeah, I really did.
Oh, the number 1 on my list, which I guess I'll talk right after this one, is my number 1 game of all time. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So.
I forgot that was this year.
Let's talk about Euphoria first. So Euphoria is, and this should probably be my number 1 because a little bit of its DNA went into Asking for Trouble. It's my game, this was the first game I ever saw with bumping in a worker placement. And now what we saw on this was that the bumping is bad for you, right? Prototype. Geez. Can we ban all prototype pictures from? I mean, I guess people like to see them. There we go. There's
what would
something.
be nice is if you can organize them to like you
Early,
want
yeah.
prototype. That would be nice.
I guess if I looked ahead of things and did it, I can't do it with your stuff, but
that could work.
The Euphoria worker placement game, dice worker placement game. There weren't many of them at the time. There's some good ones, but yeah. There you go. Nice. With the bumping mechanism, it's actually bad for you because you get your dice back. You have to roll it, and if you roll too high, you lose one of your workers, right? And we didn't like that aspect of the bumping, but we did like the idea of the bumping that you could always go there. And so we turned it into a positive for Troubles. But this game has not that we dislike that part, but this game has a lot of awesome bundle stuff. The way that you tunnel, is the board on here? The way that you tunnel down to other worker spots is fun. Is this upside down? Seriously, why are all the boards upside down? Fine. I'll just look at it upside down. Yeah. So like every time you do this action right here, you start tunneling those guys that open up these actions. That's fun. And it's also really easy to teach because all you have to teach is one section, and then all the other sections work the same way, only with their own resource, right?
Right.
But yeah, it's hey Evan.
Hey Evan.
It is one of my favorite Stone Mares. It's not the favorite. But I think I'm trying to think, is this the first Stone Mare that I played? It might have been because I played Viticulture afterwards later, even though it was before this, right? So yeah. This is it's always going to be a favorite. I'll pull it out and play it. It plays up to 6 too, so you don't get that a lot with worker placements.
Yeah, it's a good one. Good pick.
Yeah, there is a expansion I know that he came out with that some of it is to adjust for some unbalanced things. The cards that you get at the beginning can be wildly powerful or almost useless. And I think there's some balancing stuff that has come out since then, but I haven't played with it. But yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Euphoria. So my number 1 was correctly guessed in the comments. Kabuki Kid. And that's Concordia. The Deanna Troy cover there. I actually don't hate the cover and stuff, but anyway, I love this game. I'll play this game every time anybody wants to play it. I've got it on mobile, and it just doesn't quite do it as well. Like it just doesn't feel right. There's a lot of games that do well on mobile and stuff. This is Trading in the Mediterranean. There's no way I can make that sound sexy thematically, but the gameplay is just so beautiful and solid, right? All you do on your on your turn is you get a hand of cards. You play one card. Each card has different actions on it. Everybody has the same set of cards at first. Play a card, let you put out buildings, let you explore the stuff, let you, get more materials, let you buy resources, and the way that you do it. My favorite games are where I can start to plan out my stuff to where I could take my deck of cards and put them in the order for the next like 5 or 6 turns I'm going to do, and then just wait till my turn and go boom, doing that, boom, doing that. And it feels so good when I can get that in order. It's like a little extra thing. Yeah, I know it's my number 1. Why don't you change it if you notice? You can change it.
I could.
I have not played the Venus version. I guess it could be sexy.
Brett had a question too. There's a co-op of it?
Yeah, that's the Venus version. And I think that's why I haven't played it. It's because co-ops aren't my thing. I would give it a try. I just, don't have it or know anyone that has it. So why is Last Light being talked about? Great.
Maybe the card play.
Oh, yeah. Last Light does use card plays like that. I thought it was being brought up because of my contribution. No, yeah, it has cards like that you play. You could do the actions. Only the difference is in Last Light you play all at once, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
And this one you still have your own turn. You play the card and then move on. But yeah, action cards. I like that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, very cool. The salsa is a expansion. I haven't actually played with it, but I have it. I haven't heard of that one. Assault of the Giants.
One of that D&D
Huh.
board games.
They're all upside down. Oh, why is it right side up? Yeah, this is the one. The one picture. Yeah, that's my number one. So go ahead, talk about my number 7 for your number 1.
It's not. I really don't think you played it.
Really? Okay.
I don't think you have.
I can't believe you didn't put this on your top 5 then. Very weird.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like. I mean, I'm partial to Arkham. That's why it's not on my list.
Okay. All right.
I don't like the.
Even though Eldritch Horror is better than Arkham. Okay.
Some people tend to think so. I don't think it is.
Hmm.
I like the idea of have an encounter and then have another encounter on the same card, but I don't. I don't know. I didn't like it as much. I'm definitely more partial to Arkham than I am Eldritch.
All right.
Not that I wouldn't play it. It's just not.
That's not what we're talking about anyway. We're talking about your number 1, which is.
My number 1 is another Feld game.
Really?
Yep, and it's my favorite one, and it's one of my favorites. Like overall, one of my favorites. It's ranked 298, so close to Bruges, not far off. It's called Bora Bora.
Oh, right. Another one I haven't played. But you talked about that before. In April.
This game, it's the first game. They just redid it too. I think the new version's called Cuzco or something. I forget what re-implemented it. But this is the first game I played that let me know that you can't do everything you want to do in a board game. You just can't. There's the jewels or the jewelry or whatever that section is. That one you can't miss Cuzco. Yeah. You can't miss it, or like it hurts when you do, but you're placing your dice on those tiles for action, and you're doing your action. You're putting out a tent. You're doing whatever you're doing in the game. You're selecting your dice, and then you're doing the thing. And then it's got a little bit of set collecting, and it's got a little bit of not area control, but you want to get into areas, but there's restrictions on where you can go because you got to use a certain number die to get in there. But there's dice placement rules, and there's board rules, and there's collecting rules. Like there's so much going on in this game. It definitely is a longer version. Like it's not something you're going to do really quickly. But there's that thing on the right there. You're moving off your board. So it's got that mechanism I love of taking stuff on your board and moving it out to the thing and then getting a benefit for it. Like it's such a fun, solid game. I need to check Cuzco because I'm curious how badly
if it's changed. Yeah. Well, that's a negative view to look at it right off the bat. Maybe they improved it.
They might have. I mean, there's definitely.
It's been 11 years.
It has been 11 years, but this one's so good. I love Bora Bora. I hope Cuzco is the same. If they streamlined it, cool. Like setup isn't necessarily easy in this game. Like it is a little bit of a chore when you're separating all the stuff out, but man, it's good. So good.
All right, we got to play it April.
Yep.
We can see each other.
Like nothing sticks around. Like if you don't get it, it's gone kind of thing. Like all the jewelry there on the right next to your head, like all that stuff's going to go and new stuff comes out every round. So like if the thing comes out that you need to get it and you have a couple turns to do it or you're done. Like you're going to lose points. Like it's not a very forgiving game. but it's super fun. Like, it's not a punishing game. It's just like you want to do all the things and you can't. So you got to, all right, well, do I do this round or do I do this round and hope that the other one that I need comes out next round because I'm not going to be able to get it. Like, there's sacrifices that have to be made in this game. It's really good.
Nice.
Yeah. Quantum was almost talked about. Quantum's a good one.
Yeah, that's the melty dice one.
Yep.
I have Quantum on my list as well.
Same.
And I think it's a good game. It's a little more abstract than what I thought it was at first, but it's still pretty good. It's good abstract for it.
Big
but yeah, the dice melted in a lot of the first edition of the game. Mine included, and it was funny. Never seen dice just like gooey. Mm-hmm. They were sticky.
Yeah.
My Mysterium, the Polish Mysterium came out. The Tajaminsky Domostuo, maybe that's how you say it.
I'll clip that one.
Yeah, I can say that, but not the Teotihuacan one.
Teotihuacan, you were close.
I was close.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talked about Eldritch Horror. I'm surprised you didn't have it on your list, but you're just disliking it because you liked Arkham first.
I would play these other ones before I played Eldritch.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like if I had a pick, if someone's like, "Hey, you want to play Eldritch?" Sure. I'm in. But I like these better than Eldritch. It's on my list, but
yeah. Sushi Go.
Yep.
Solid game. Yep. Yep. Just talked about it right there.
Yeah, Euphoria, Quantum.
Yep. The first edition of Study in Emerald, which I've never played, I've only played the second edition, so I didn't put it on my list. Otherwise, it might push out somebody on my list. Might have been in my number 5 because it's really good. Sansuchi, which I have, but it didn't really grab me. I'm surprised that it's made a comeback and people are really into it. I don't know if it's changed since then.
Don't know.
Yeah. The Builders, which I think you got me to play or try at one point.
Yeah. The Builders and Rise of Augustus both came out this year, and they're both bingo-esque style games, right? There's a little bit of bingo going on. I love the way the Builders it's really good.
So I have Rampage, not the Meeple City one, but the original one. And I didn't know what it was, but it looked great, so I just grabbed it one day. And then when I read the rules was that all my friends get to blow on my pieces, I freaked out, and I haven't played it. Yep. Jeremy, I don't like it. So I need what are those things called for fireplaces?
The flues?
Yeah, I need
billow blowers. Yeah.
Yeah, I need that and we'll play it that way.
They're called fluffers, I think.
They're not called fluffers, are they? They're no. You're not going to get me to say that. Russian Railroads.
Yep.
Pretty strong game.
Yep.
No blow rule. I think the rule is that you can blow.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can take it out.
Yeah.
Bellows.
Missed the whole meat of the episode.
We'll recap.
Shower. Yeah, we'll recap. Firefly. So I think Kabuki mentioned Firefly. I played Firefly at Gen Con whenever it first came out. They had tables out for you to try and stuff. And I was so disappointed because I'm such a huge fan of that whole series and movie and stuff. But it was very old school game design. For even that time, it was like talisman-y in a way. It was very random encounter stuff, and I wanted something a little bit better.
Yeah, sure.
Mechanism-wise.
A good one, but it's way too long for what it's doing. Like I enjoyed my play. I played it twice or 3 times. Once was a revisit in QSCon or Leprechaun last year or this year. I forget when it was. I think it was Leprechaun, and it was fun, and it helps playing it with people you want to play the game with, but it stays a lot longer than it needs to. Yeah, Outer Rim.
Outer Rim is better because you can control a lot more stuff. There's still randomness to it, but yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, Twin 10 Bots was a early Kickstarter, I think, that I got. Hegemonic was all right. I
Hegemonic.
don't know if you play that one. Area Control
Mhm.
Space.
Mhm.
The Capitals. Have you ever played the Capitals?
I did. It was okay.
It's interesting. I like the placement, the city building placement, where the cards like mess with each other. How you build them. We need more games like that. Compounded was another early Kickstarter for me that I got. I still got the little tiny box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sid Meier's Civilization is a ridiculous game that they tried to fit the entire video game into a box, and it feels like it.
Really like the way that works, though, but it's too deep. It's too.
I'd rather just play the video game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you play Civilization: A New Dawn, beautiful, awesome.
Right.
I saw Forbidden Desert. I'm not a Forbidden fan, so I just didn't. It's not on my list, but I know other people are, so it's fine.
Good.
Relic, the Warhammer Talisman game. What they did with that makes me want to house rule Talisman, but there's no way to do it, and at least realistically. But what they did with that was they took, instead of having one adventuring deck, they split it into 3 different types and said you could take from which one you want.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes it so much better, because if you're like, oh, I need to go fight a monster, you're not just randomly pulling, I found a bag of gold. You're like, okay, this is the monster deck kind of thing,
Yeah. Yep.
I wish I could do that with Talisman, because that would make it like you own the, you have some ownership to what is going on.
Choices. Yeah, choices.
It's kind of like that house rule that they have for Everdell, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where you can split the critters into places. Yeah. I want to try that someday. I haven't.
Yeah. I've only played that a few times. It's good. I never wanted to get everything for it, or it's not my go-to. Like I don't think about playing it, but
yeah. Space Cadets Dice Duel came out this year, and this is the one that I had the whole rant about, where I can't play it. I've only played it twice, and I loved it.
Yeah.
We'll go into that again. That's all I have on my list. What do you have? Oh no, I have one more on here, which is a game I've always wanted to play, but I've never seen it to play it or know anybody that has it. It's Camp Grizzly. April.
I have it. It's one of the other ones on my list that I didn't talk about because it's hard to find, and 2, I only played it once, long time ago.
Did you not like it?
It was fine. It was fine, but it was clunky at first, so I think it's why it wasn't really. But I think I would enjoy it now, knowing a little bit more.
One of the reasons why I want to do it is I have a horror game that's
right here.
It's Camp Grizzly?
It's right there.
Oh, I can't see it. Get a better camera.
And then Camp Grizzly.
Get a better camera. But I have a game that's sort of in that same genre, and I wanted to see what they did with it. But yeah, what else did you have on your list?
So Camp Grizzly, Eldritch Horror, Viticulture, Euphoria, Quantum. We've talked about them. Tosh Kalar. I really enjoyed Tosh Kalar. I thought that was really fun. Yeah. It's got a very Onitama feel to it, where you play a card and you get to affect the area. It's an arena game or a battler. Okay. But you play a card, and the cards got highlighted squares, and that's where you can affect the arena. And they have 2, an ice one and a fire one, or expansions. Every time I played it, I really enjoyed it. 2 Rooms and a Boom came out this year.
I've never played it.
It's so much fun, but it's so hard to get going because you need a lot of people, right? It's not just 5 or 8 people. Like you need a good chunk, because you split up literally into 2 rooms, right? And you got to negotiate. Yeah. But they have so many expansions, like things you can add to it. And it's a great convention type game. But when
I've seen it played at conventions,
when you do the convention, it's so hard to get a game like that going, like at Gen Con or Origins, because we're always so fucking busy doing everything.
Yeah, I've seen it at game conventions like BGG Con or something.
Yeah, 2 Rooms in a Boom is fantastic. The other one, where's the other one? Oh, there's 2 more. Cinque Terre. If you haven't played Cinque, it's a very simple pick up and deliver game where you're going around to different villages on this island, and you're picking up resources like vegetables and fruit, and I think it's vegetable. It might only be fruit, and then you're dropping them off to like this village wants these things. Very simple pick up and deliver, but it was fun. There was a lot of thinky moments and a lot of choices to be made. You can only hold 4 things on your card and like restrictions to how the game plays, but I really loved that one. And then this one I know you've never heard of. If you can you still have BGG up?
Yeah.
Can you bring up a game called Sheffy?
You want to say that again?
SHEPHY. Sheffy. I think PH is that.
Sheppy. Here we go. That.
Yep.
The little Buzz.
Yeah, this is about little sheep, and you're trying to survive basically. On your turn, like you want to get to a certain amount of sheep populated. And on the bottom is how many sheep that card is. I don't know if you can keep scrolling. There's some fun stuff. Yeah, like on the bottom, that's 10 sheep or 1,000 sheep or 100 sheep. And on your turn, you have a hand and you're playing cards, but there are things that happen that kill like your sheep. The events on the bottom, like there's just stuff that happens throughout those things. Some of that stuff is not good for you, but that card over there on the left.
Be fruitful. Is that?
Yep. Yeah, that one. Yep. Yeah, you're basically just populating sheep, but it's just a single deck, and you have a hand limit, and you're drawing cards, and events happen that'll decimate whatever your population, and you got to rebuild your population. It's a really fun. Do I still have it here? I have it here somewhere. I should.
We have it right. We have it right there.
No, like I have it. I have the copy that I would. I should bring more places. You're just trying to grow your population. It's just super. It's fun. It's just like the choices you make in the game. The game is not meant to be won very easily, so it's challenging. But I've never seen anybody else play that game ever. It's ranked 5418, which I'm surprised it's that high, really.
That's fun.
But it is fun. It's stupid, but it's fun.
I did forget about Steam Park. Have you ever played Steam Park? Steam Park was fun.
That was a good one.
Robots on roller coasters.
Mm-hmm.
You could have made that a more boring theme, and I like that they shot for the moon on that one.
Sure. Yep. Well, production value too, like the 3D nature of it.
Yeah, the little cardboard roller coasters put together and stuff. Look at that little sheep. He's got horns.
Yep. Look at the 3. The game is funny. It's a deck of cards, but it's fun. Like I like that they added like this was the theme of it because it works, but it's a challenging game. It's not easy. I don't even know if you can get it. I hope you can still get it. It's worth it. It can't be expensive.
We did talk about earlier on that this was the year of expansions. Of course, this is the year that Scoundrels at Skullport. Scoundrels in Skullport of Skullport came out, and this is the expansion I consider the number one expansion of all time, just because it's a must-have. It was such a beautiful. Oh, there you go. It was such a beautiful addition to the game, enhanced it in all ways. And it's kind of cheatery because they already knew they were making this expansion. On the main board, there's already a place for the gray meeple that comes with the expansion. So you knew they already had it down the line. But
that's not. I think that's more forward thinking. Like we did that with charcuterie. There's only 5 fruits in the game, but we put 6+ on the card just in case, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, not cheatery, but I mean, like, it wasn't the challenge of. I think they developed it all together. Honestly.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Takedo Crossroads. There's a lot of great expansions that came out that were just really good this year. So. Yeah. And you mentioned viticulture, and we didn't talk about it, which is crazy because it's a lot of people's like favorite worker placement. And so anytime people say, "Hey, what's your favorite worker placement?" you'll see it in there, right? I played it twice and kind of forgot how to play it. And I have the Tuscany expansion that's supposed to make it really good, but I haven't learned it because I have to relearn the game again. So I just haven't gotten to it. But I need to do it because, especially from everybody's point of view, that Tuscany is supposed to be really good.
I've never played viticulture.
You never played it? April.
I have it, and I have the Tuscany one in that fancy little box thing. But
yeah, I have that too. Yep.
Never played it.
I remember it being a really good worker placement. You got like a major worker, kind of smaller workers idea and stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Scythe came with the 2 factions on the board too.
Yeah.
Yeah, viticulture is ranked 290. 290.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I mean, you know, I got Euphoria on here instead. So
it's a good game.
Yeah. Any other games we missed?
No. I'm not on my list. That's what I got.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
We put it off. What is the torture that you have for me?
Oh, it's not going to be torture.
You have a quiz for me, yeah?
Yeah, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Is it a fun quiz?
Do not worry about it at all.
Is it a quiz that other people can participate in?
Absolutely.
Good.
I am just setting it up.
Hopefully it's something I can at least get some points to.
Maybe. We'll see. All right.
Oh, God, that would be horrible.
DC movie quotes. That's exactly.
Well, it depends on the DC movies, I guess. But like if they were old school DC movies.
The 42nd word spoken by Adam West in the original Batman TV show.
Yeah, maybe not that old school.
Yeah.
Oh God, I would just leave the channel.
It is Dave Matthews trivia. You ready?
That one?
No. So I wanted to. This is serious now. Okay.
Okay.
You did the 42-42nd minute and what was being said at the 42nd minute.
Yeah, I did that to you for Star Wars, right?
Yes.
And for Marvel. Yeah.
Yes. So I wanted to do a 42 one for you.
Uh-oh.
Right. And it did not go as I wanted it to. Right. So
okay.
I'm gonna do it. Okay.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna do it in order. I want to do it in alphabetical order, just so you know. So it's not in movie order. All right. So I went into each Star Wars movie.
Okay.
Episodes 1 through 9.
All right.
And Solo.
But not Rogue One.
No, because they don't have an opening scroll.
Oh no. Okay.
And I went to each scroll and I counted each word and I went 42 words into the scroll and I wrote down that sentence, the rest of that sentence. So 42 words.
Let me tell you how you hit the exhaust port just right. Okay? Because I have a great memory for movies and shows. I have a horrible memory for reading.
Perfect.
So that's the only part of Star Wars I'm not going to be able to recall.
Great. But the backfire is they are fucking easy.
Okay. All right. Well,
They are stupid easy. All right. So I finished it. I did the episodes, and on Disney Plus, they start with episode 4, 5, 6. They go to 1, 2, 3. Right?
Yep.
I finished it off, so I'm gonna do it. But then while I was in there, I did something else. So
what's the other?
For now, you were doing whatever the 43rd word was. 42 words are done. The 40th, right? I counted 42.
And not the 42nd.
Nope. I counted 42 words, and then I finished off that sentence. Okay?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Wherever that was in the scroll, I finished whatever that sentence was.
Okay. That's easier.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, so this statement I have to agree with. I always say Star Wars Episode 4 is my favorite Star Wars, but Rogue One is the best one.
Yeah, I was very upset that there wasn't, and I got excited because it opens up with a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then it cuts, and I forgot that there wasn't a scroll in that one. But Solo doesn't have a scroll, but it does have opening words.
It has words. Yeah.
Static and then static and static. All right. So it's 9 episodes plus Solo.
All right.
And I'm going to do these in alphabetical order, starting with the first letter of the quote. And that is going to be, what am I going to put there as I did this one?
Hold on. Okay. Let me turn off so I can't see comments. How do you do that?
See them. My Word doc is up.
Okay. I just won't look at it.
All right, cool. So your first end of sentence after the 42 words. A new armored space station, even more powerful than the first dreaded Death Star.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
Return of the Jedi is correct.
You're right. That was easy.
Yep. All right. So then next would be this.
I didn't give comments time to. I should give comments time to.
I mean, if you get it, you get it. These are super fucking easy. Like there's
sure, but let them play a little bit.
Sure.
Go ahead.
They're just easy, which is why I have the second part of this thing, which is
second part. Wonderful.
Not so much. All right. So then the next one will be
who is the key grip?
Yes, exactly. Second minor key grip. That's gonna be the thing. What's their last name? All right. Next quote. Ready?
Yep.
So basically, there's words and then ... Right. An armored space station with enough power to destroy an entire planet.
Okay. Well,
I
want to give them time to do it, but I mean, it's, all right. So it's episode 4.
Correct. All right. So you got that one. So then we go to this one. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Skeleton Crew. I hope. Yeah. New Hope. Good job.
It's like Highlander. There can be only one.
There can be only one. Well, that was the trick to get Chris going. So the next quote. ... Brave resistance.
What was that again?
There was their sentence. Words. Brave resistance.
Oh, brave resistance. Oh. These are the ones I don't know very well, but I would guess episode 7.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay. Because, I mean, they could have talked about that in the number 8 especially, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Also, I don't.
Yeah, see, 8 was my second guess on that one, yeah.
So, alphabet eluded me because these are not in alphabetical order. But the next one, ... Battle against the diabolical First Order.
Well, luckily we eliminated 7 there. Diabolical. That sounds like J.J. Abrams. I'm going to go with 9.
Final answer?
Yep.
It is 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I don't think what's his name, Ryan would do diabolical.
All right, so then the next one would be this one. Yeah. All right, so this is tricky. Dot. Led by Luke Skywalker, has established a new secret base on the remote ice world of Hoth.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Led by Luke Skywalker, you could have stopped right there, obviously, because we already covered 4 and 6, and
Right.
So yeah, it's episode 5. A lot of people's favorite.
If you
Not my
got
favorite.
some of these wrong and I didn't tell you got them, then it would be a little bit harder because like you're not eliminating some of these from the roster, but
Right.
so dumb.
Yep.
All right. So then alphabetically, that means this is next. Ranger doesn't know how to. Yeah, that might be accurate. All right. Ready?
I like Knives Out. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, totally different movie. Maintain peace and order in the galaxy.
Sounds like episode 1.
Incorrect.
Ooh, okay. Is that
Don't say
well,
again. 'Cause I'm not going to tell
okay,
you.
okay, yeah.
Maybe we'll fuck it up. Maintain peace and order in the galaxy.
Okay. I think I know what it is then. There's not a lot to pick from, too. So
There is not. All right. The next one in order will be this one. And you ready?
Yep. ...
Naboo.
Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Well, since 1 was wrong, I could say 1. Now, the problem is that it could be talking about episode 3, saying that the princess from Naboo kind of, or the senator from Naboo. But I'm going to go with 1. Yep.
Final answer?
Trade Federation is blockading the planet of Naboo kind of thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Correct.
Yeah.
So then the next one is this. Palpatine, leader of the Galactic Senate.
Well, I mean, he got there by 2, so it'd have to be episode 3, right? Yeah, episode 3.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct.
Which leads the one that I got wrong, obviously, is episode 2.
Maybe. But
My
you got
second.
one wrong. I'm super happy. Two more. Ready?
Okay.
Skywalker will return and restore a spark of hope to the fight.
There. So 8.
Yep.
It's not Solo.
And the last one is young man fights for survival but yearns to fly among the stars.
Yeah, Solo. That's a good line though.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, you're right. Those are pretty easy.
Yep. I'm like, this will be a little bit challenging. Nope, they're pretty handheld throughout all of those. You're like, oh man.
I mean, I got one wrong.
You did.
It was either 1 or 2. You couldn't tell that
Yep.
one, but
Yep. All right. So instead of that, which we did anyway, I'm going to keep tabs on you on this one.
So now you made it harder.
Definitely made it harder. We're going to keep...
Are we staying in Star Wars?
We are staying in Star Wars. And we are staying in the scroll.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So here's what I did. Because the scroll was up, so why the fuck not, right? There, I believe all of them, other than Solo, because Solo is different, right? They don't have a scroll. So these are just the 9 movies. The Skywalker Saga, 9 live action movies. Okay, episodes 1 through 9.
All right.
In the scrolls, there are, I believe all of them have 3 paragraphs.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What I did was took, and they're not necessarily sentences. These are lines. As the scroll goes up, there are lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
I took the last 2 lines of the scroll. Just the last two lines.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Just the last two lines.
The last two lines.
Uh-huh.
Of each paragraph?
Of each scroll. So the last paragraph, the last two lines. Okay.
Yep.
I am going to give you the second to last line.
Okay.
And if you get it correct, you get 3 points.
Okay.
If you choose to answer and get it wrong, you get no points.
Okay.
If you want the last line, you'll get 1 point.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And if I get it wrong, don't tell me so I can't figure out kind of thing.
Correct.
All right. Cool.
Make sense?
Yep. Let's try it.
Okay.
Let's stretch.
All right. Yeah. Get ready. Get your brain grapes going.
Yeah. The brain's not going today, but yeah.
Perfect. Well, this will help you. I'm sure this will definitely help you. All right. First of all, I'm not going to do the ... thing anymore, but this is the second to last line. I have them alphabetically, but again, first letter of the line. So it's not episode based. It's alphabetically. But the second to last line of this one reads, "Desperate mission to rescue the."
Oh, you actually mean the line, not the second to last sentence.
Not sentence, the line.
Oh, okay. Desperate mission to rescue the. All right, so that's not episode 1. Episode 2. It's episode 3. Chancellor.
So you're going with an answer on this one for 3 points or no points?
Yep, 3 points.
Final answer.
Yes.
I like Kabuki's answer. But this wasn't Mario.
Well, there is a princess in Star Wars.
This is true. You are correct.
Woo!
You got 3 points. The last line is captive chancellor.
Yeah, chancellor.
So a desperate mission to rescue the captive chancellor. Yeah. She's in another castle. Okay. I should have you put down your answers and see, because then you could do by process of elimination with these.
You want me to write it down?
Yeah, I think so.
You mean instead of telling me what if I got it right or wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because then you can eventually do process of elimination, right? You'd be like, all right, well, then I know this one because not that you know the line, you know the movie hasn't been guessed.
All right. So I did 3 first.
Yeah, you got that one. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm going to give you, if you want the other one, you'll only be able to get 1 point. If not, then cool, you got 3 points, but we won't know until the end. So the next one, the next line, the next question, the second to last line of this scroll starts, determined to destroy any.
Okay. I would guess. I have a guess. Do I write it down? Do you not want me to say it?
No, I mean you could say it. I'm not going to tell you anything. But
okay.
Are you going for the 3 points?
Determined to destroy any. Hold on, let me think real quick. I know it's not 1. 2 would be. I don't think it's 2. So that would be either Empire Strikes Back or it could be 6, where he's determined to destroy any remnant of the rebellion. I'm going to go with 6.
Episode 6?
Return of Jedi. Yep.
Okay. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got the gimme on the first one for 3 points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're sued.
So you say episode 6.
Yes. Although I'm not 100% on that one, but we'll try.
Okay. The next one, question 3. The line starts with, has discovered a clue to.
Oh, okay. A clue to. They're looking for Skywalker, so I'm going to say that is that's going to be episode 7.
So you're going for 3 points, and your guess is 7.
Yeah. I feel pretty strong on that one.
Okay. All right. As you're playing in the chat, what are you saying? Gotta love justification in a paragraph to keep the lines. Yeah. All right. All right. That was question number 3. So
yeah, I do this a lot in rule books, so it's the same thing.
1, 2, 3,
card.
4. So this is 1, 2, 3. Cool. And now we're on. No. 3, 4. Now we're on to question 4.
All right.
And that begins with her people and restore.
Are you writing down what I'm guessing? Because I haven't written down what I guessed. Yep. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
sorry, it was her people and restore.
Yep, her people and restore.
Well, they're probably talking about Amidala, her people, and restore. All right, I'm gonna go with episode 1.
Episode 1. 3 points.
Hold on. No.
You're going 3 or no?
Going to, oh no. I'm gonna go episode 2. Episode 2.
So you're saying you're going for 3 points or no points, and your guess is episode 2.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm risky. I want to do all the 3-pointers.
Okay.
Unless it's just like, and then it doesn't give you anything,
Somehow Palpatine returns. All right. Question number 5. The second to last line of the scroll goes like this: struggling to restore freedom.
They're always doing that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't think it's 6. Can it be 4? Struggling to restore freedom to go. Obviously, it's not 1 or 2 or 3. It's after Empire. It could be 9. I'm gonna say. Give me the next line. There's too many it could be.
All right, so this one's gonna go for 1 point.
It could be 8. It could be 9, and it could be even 6, but probably not 6.
So the second to last line of the scroll is struggling to restore freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Last line of the scroll is to the galaxy.
Lame. My 2 points back.
Struggling freedom to the galaxy.
All right. I'm gonna go with 6.
All right, 6 points for 1 or no.
Return of the Jedi.
Which is interesting because you also guessed 6 for number 2.
Oh crap! Did I get that one wrong?
I mean, we can go.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Question number 6. All right. The second to last line of the scroll goes like this.
Wait. I don't remember that one.
Oh, I literally read the wrong one. Wow, I fucked up the other one, and I fucked up this one. Alphabet, man. It's fucking me up. So I need to switch.
Only they had it in order you could follow along with.
I did, but I guess I wrote shit down incorrectly.
You should put it in a song. Make it easy to remember.
Yeah, that would be good too.
Easy tune, like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star or something like that.
Hold on. I fucked up. That's better.
He numbers his list. Yeah.
All right. So that was struggling to restore freedom to the galaxy. You're going for 1 point. So question number 6. Okay. Second to last line goes like this: peace and justice in the. Peace.
I'm not going to ask for the next line because it's galaxy.
Peace and justice in the.
Man, this is not a good one. All right. I'm going to say this is 8. No. Yeah, I'm going to say 8. I don't think the final one. Yeah, I already put that up. Yeah. I'm going to say it's 8.
So question number 6. You go for 3 points or no points, and your guess is...
Because I don't think the second line is going to give me anything. I'm going to go with 8.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. 7. Second to last line of the scroll goes like this. The brave heroes mount a...
Well,
the brave heroes mount a...
It's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3, it's not 4, it's not 5.
Well, you know it's not 3.
And then it can't be 6. I've tried that twice.
Just do 6. You'll get one of them right.
Brave Heroes. It's got to be 8 or 9. I just guessed 8, so I'm going to guess 9.
9 for 3 or no points. You don't want the second part to help out?
Yeah, it's not going to help. It's going to be a rescue or last ditch effort, or say it's not going to help.
All right. 2 more. The next one, second to last line goes like this. Thousands of remote probes into...
Oh, okay. Well, that's episode 5.
So right out of the gate, huh?
Yeah. They're sending out probes, and that's the first thing you see hit Hoth. Yeah.
So final answer, 3 points?
Yeah.
Okay. And the last one, second to last goes like this. To assist the overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. That could be 7 because it's the overwhelmed New Republic.
I will help you. You've guessed 7 already.
Oh, great.
Not that you're right. I'm not giving you an answer that you're right. I'm just saying 7 has been guessed.
The overwhelmed. Let me just double check everything here.
I mean, I can give you your answers.
Could be the overwhelmed clone trooper, clone army, overwhelmed. What was it again?
To assist the overwhelmed.
Oh, episode 1. They're sending Jedi to assist the overwhelmed planet, probably something like that. I'm gonna say episode 1.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
3 points or no points? No help on this one?
Nah.
Okay. Do you want to revisit your duplication here?
No. Let's go through what I did.
Okay, cool. So here's what you got. Question number 1, we know.
I might have already seen this. I like it whenever they put different music over side. I like it.
That one. Mm-hmm. So question number 1. So for those, if you just happen to be watching,
that would be a good band name. Assist the Overwhelmed.
Assist the Overwhelmed. That's Evan's new band name. So the idea here is the scrolls in Star Wars, the 9 movies. There's the scroll goes through, and what I've done is I've taken the last 2 lines, not sentences, just the lines of those scrolls. And Chris is getting the second to last line for 3 points, and if he wants, he can get the last line as well for only 1 point. He's only done that with 1. It backfired massively on him.
Yep, and I learned my lesson and didn't do it again.
That was halfway through the game, though, and you probably should have, because it's going to be interesting to see how well you did. You know you're working on 3 points because you got the first one, but I didn't want you to cheat anymore. So we've written them down, and I will go over them again. The first one was desperate mission to rescue. And then the final line of the thing. What
did I guess?
You guessed episode 3.
Okay.
Desperate mission to rescue the captive chancellor.
Yeah.
And it was episode 3. So you got that right, and you're working on 3 points.
Nice.
Question number 2. You're going for 3 points on this one, and you were given determined to destroy any. And you were confident in putting down episode 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the last line and see if you're still... Now, your answers are locked in.
I
know. The last line is threat to his power.
It's episode 9.
You guessed episode 6.
Yeah.
Would you like to change to episode 9 for 1 point?
Actually, it does fit 6, which is funny because, I mean, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to keep the 6.
Keep it 6?
Yep.
No points.
Yeah. Was it episode 9?
I'm not telling you.
You got to tell me.
Oh, I guess I can tell you now. It is episode 9.
Okay.
It is episode 9. Question number 3 started with, has discovered a clue to. You guessed episode 7.
I've guessed episode 7 twice, didn't I?
6 was twice. And we now know you were wrong on 1.
Okay. All right.
So this one was, has discovered a clue to. The last line, which you did not want, was Luke's whereabouts.
Yeah. I called that. I said, I bet you it says Luke Skywalker or something like that.
Pretty confident on episode 7, and you were correct for 3 points. 7. Good job.
Don't sad trombone my wrong answer.
Question number 4 started with her people and restore. You did not want the second line. You guessed episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
The last line is, I'll say the whole thing. Her people and restore freedom to the galaxy.
Uh-oh. I think I said episode 2 to that, didn't I?
You did say episode 2 because you
I should have asked for that second line.
Amidala.
Yeah. Okay. What is it?
Would you change it?
No, I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change anything. It's locked in.
Okay. It was not episode 2.
Yeah.
They were talking about Princess Leia. Episode 4.
4. Wow. Okay. Yep.
Right? Her people.
Yeah. I know it's hard because you never actually meet any of her people, right? But
I don't know.
Too soon.
All right. So question number 5 started with struggling to restore freedom. You were given the second line, or the last line, to the galaxy. So struggling to restore freedom to the galaxy. You guessed episode 6 again. And this time you were right.
Okay. Yeah. At least I got one of them. It'd been bad if I was wrong on both of those.
Both of them. Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Well, I got another wrong one coming up then.
You're doing well, though. You got 4 out of 5 so far.
Didn't I just get 2 wrong?
No. Oh, I put up. Yep.
Yeah.
You got 3 out of 5. I put a check mark. I'm an idiot. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Actually, you're going up. You're going yes, no, yes, no, yes.
It's passing grade so far.
Let's see. So, question number 6. You were given peace and justice in the. You did not want the second line, or the last line,
which I said was like the galaxy.
Probably. You guessed episode 8 for this one.
Yeah.
The whole thing goes peace and justice in the galaxy. So it's peace and justice in the. The last line was galaxy to settle the conflict.
Oh, no. Peace and justice. Are they describing Jedi? Is that episode 1?
It is episode 1.
Ooh. Man, that second line can be a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Sure can. All right. Question number 7. Question number 7. The second to last line is the brave heroes mount A. You did not want the last line. Your guess was episode 9. The full thing is the brave heroes mount a desperate escape.
Oh, no.
It is not episode 9.
Desperate escape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No, it can't be 5 because the droid one was 5. Desperate Escape. 8.
It is 8.
Episode 8.
Yep. Back to back wrong answers.
Being chased the whole time, yeah.
So you've got 3, 6. You're working on 7 points.
Oof.
All right. Second to last question. Second to last line was thousands of remote probes into.
That was 5, yeah.
You were quick to go, episode 5. The full thing is thousands of remote probes into the far reaches of space.
Yeah.
It is episode 5. For 3, nice. For 3 points.
You can't see him, but I actually have him behind Java right there.
I don't care what's back there. I don't.
What, because of him?
Yeah. And the last question, you were given to assist the overwhelmed. You guessed episode 1, which we now know you are incorrect.
Gotta be incorrect.
The second part of it would be Jedi.
So 2?
To assist the overwhelmed Jedi.
Episode 2?
Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
So you end with 10 points.
Oof. And out of 27?
You would have had 20, out of 27.
Ooh. Yeah.
Or potentially 9. Like you could have just went the whole thing and got 1 point for each.
Sure. Well, potentially 0.
Potentially 0. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that was harder.
Much harder.
I do not have those scrolls memorized. I can only do it by context. So,
which I don't either. And reading through them was kind of fascinating because I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But when you're sitting down and you're reading it, like it doesn't make sense until it happens in the movie. Like it does kind of prelude like what's going on, but getting that last line really, like, you know, the desperate escape. Okay. The struggling to restore freedom to the galaxy. Fine. That one was a little bit of a challenge, but the captive chancellor, Luke's whereabouts, to assist the overwhelmed Jedi. Like now, you know, it's the Jedi that they're being overwhelmed, which they were all overwhelmed in 2. Like it does kind of the probes in 5. That one's the second line.
That was the
yeah.
Kabuki, I didn't know you hadn't seen episode 9. You should see it. It'll change your mind.
Episode 9's good.
No, she's saying that 2 is her least favorite, and we're like, well, you should see episode 9, and I'll change.
They're all good. They're all good. Wow.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. So that was the chat. That was the thing. That was the. It started with the 42nd word in the Star Wars opening scroll, which was way too fucking easy. And then I thought the last 2 lines.
You finished the line. I was afraid you were just going to give me a single word.
No, that would have been atrocious.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
Even if I took out like the words the or a or an, you would have had armored, lead, new.
Oh, armored is episode 5. No.
Maintain, Palpatine. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked for you.
Yeah. Fully armed and operational.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought that was entertaining anyway for me.
Yeah, that was good. Very good one.
It wasn't as cringy for you, right?
I liked the challenge. It was good. It's like I said, I have this weird memory thing where if I'm shown something, experience it through television or something like that, I memorize it really easily. But when I read something, it's just gone, which is really good because I can reread books and it's like reading them for the first time if I wait like a year.
Yeah.
So which I do often. I go like, oh, I really like this movie. This book. I have no idea what it is about anymore. So I just start reading it, and it's vaguely familiar, but not really, and I just enjoy it all over again.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Either one I watched twice, 9 or 2. I actually have not seen 9 more than once. It's the only Star Wars thing I haven't seen more than once. Oh, that's not true. The Star Wars Christmas I only saw once. So. And the Ewok movie.
The Lego, the Rebuild the Galaxy yet?
I have not.
I want to watch that. It's got Darth Jar Jar and the Dark Falcon. Looks
really? That's funny.
Yeah, like the whole galaxy is different. It's kind of like an alternate universe. Like this Lego character like changes reality, and now like the Falcon is just under Empire use. Like it's interesting. It's interesting.
Interesting. All right. Well, that was the episode, like it or not. 2 hours exactly. Thanks for the fun quiz. Do you remember what your 5 were that you picked? Because I wanted to
recap my list over there to get thrown out.
Awesome. So my list was you could go get it while I recap. My list was number 5 was Concept. Number 4 was Caverna. Number 3 was Glass Road. Number 2 was Euphoria. And number 1 was Concordia. And Concordia is my number 1 favorite game. And you have your list. Great. What was your 5?
The 5 I talked about started with Ghost Fightin' Treasure Hunters. It went to Blueprints. It went to Dungeon Roll. It went to Bruges. And then it went to Bora Bora.
Yep. Yeah. Some good stuff. And I have not played most of yours, so
they're all good.
Yeah, we should play them in April. All right. Thanks, everybody. We got a little outro video to end things now with. No, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Yeah, see ya.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. See you Friday if you catch us during the day, 1 p.m. Central on the Cardboard Alchemy channel. The link is in the descriptions here.
Thanks,
bye, everybody.